That was a fantastic Monday. Let's go ahead and roll that momentum into Champions League football. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's, of course, Jason Mattis here with Winning Bets. Hope you guys are having a good, fantastic Tuesday. It's cold up in the Midwest. That's right. If you go outside, you better be bundling up. It is really, really cold, and the wind is whipping. Woo, nasty weather out there. It's a good day to go ahead and stay inside and watch some Champions League football. You can warm up with some football and warm up with putting some money up in your pocket. And you also maybe are waking up this morning feeling a little gloomy this morning, maybe feeling a little sad. Even though we put a lot of money up in your pocket, we may have lost our boy Blake Griffin, right? That Blake Griffin was the hottest topic last night as he had only 9 minutes of action. What happened to Blake Griffin? I checked the box score at halftime. 2 points, 9 minutes. Said, okay. On our way to a nice, easy Blake Griffin cash. We got that easy Blake Griffin cash. But the worry part of that is he didn't play the entire second half. Steve Nash said after the game he got benched. And he said lineup changes are coming. That's the part that is really scary, is lineup changes are coming. Because the sportsbooks normally don't give you prop bets on bench players. And if Blake Griffin is now going to be a bench player, we may be done. We went 11-2 fading Blake Griffin, and that could have been our last one. Let's hope to God. I assume the Nets are probably playing tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Let's hope that Blake Griffin is a starter and we get a number on Blake Griffin. Otherwise, guys, the Blake Griffin cash cow could be over, and it could have ended last night. That is definitely a very sad thing if that ends up happening. But we definitely cashed last night. We got our money worth of. We hit that Blake Griffin up under 7.5 points at even money. Got a good cash there. And I, of course, used the $100 free bet. I mean, if you're sitting on a free bet of any substantial size, and I would say maybe about $50 and up. And if you're not using it on Blake Griffin, I'm not sure what you're using it on. So Blake Griffin, as we know, in cashing 11 out of 13 tickets is about as easy money as it gets. And yeah, I went all in on Blake Griffin. Got me a nice, good, solid day fading Blake Griffin. We had a good day overall. We cashed our two-unit plays. Went 2-0 in our 2-unit plays. Remember, guys, I gave you the over in the first quarter in Grizzlies Jazz, and I gave you the over there in Timberwolves Pelicans. Again, both of those were 2-unit plays, and we cashed both of them, so those were good cashes right there. And then our 1-unit plays, we went 3-2, and we of the 3 cashes, 2 of those were at plus money. Of course, Blake Griffin was at plus money, and then Hawks and Jazz to win the first quarter moneyline parlay was also at even money. So great day, hitting both of our top plays. Hope both of our 2-unit plays, getting Blake Griffin, also getting, the Wizards to cover their first quarter spread. Just a fantastic day, up over 11 units on the day. That, of course, uses the free bet. If you didn't have a free bet, you still won well up over 4 units, almost 5 units. So just a fantastic day, everybody, putting in 11.26 units up in your pocket. And that's the momentum that we look to carry on into Champions League football today. So with that being said, let's just dive right on into the Champions League action. There's 2 games that start at 11:45 a.m. Central Time. So let's, of course, get you bets in those games first, and then we'll talk about the afternoon games. In the 2 early games, we've got Manchester United going up against Villarreal. I like over 2.5 goals, and you can get that at -110 up over at DraftKings. Look, Villarreal actually played better in the reverse fixture at Old Trafford. They were lucky that, Ronaldo got a very, very late goal to go ahead and snatch up the 3 points for Manchester United, because Villarreal was certainly, I thought, the better side on that day, and I think they'll be even stronger at home. And Manchester United, obviously a lot of unsettled situation going on there with the manager being sacked and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. How are they going to react? I expect a better performance, and, this group is completely up for grabs for all the teams. Villarreal should be going at it. Manchester United going at it. I just see goals in this fixture. Sure, both teams to score could probably happen, but I just like goals and didn't want to complicate it at all. So to me, it's over 2.5 goals in Villarreal, Manchester United, and got that at -110 over at DraftKings. Our friends over at DraftKings are giving us 2 Champions League same-game parlay boosts, and I went ahead and used one on the Bayern Munich game. This is a same-game parlay that basically just follows the format of Bayern Munich smashing. And if Bayern Munich smashes, the same game parlay will easily crush. What do I like in the same game parlay? It comes in at plus 287. It's will Bayern Munich have more than 2 goals? It's over 1.5 Bayern Munich goals. It's will they be able to keep a clean sheet up for Dynamo Kyiv? And it's will they be winning at halftime and full time? So just make sure to give me one of those goals, Bayern Munich, in halftime while keeping a clean sheet. Kyiv has yet to score in all of their Champions League fixtures. They've had 4, obviously, as we're on match day number 5, and they've yet to get a goal. Can't imagine them getting a goal. I know it's at home, it's at Kyiv, but Bayern off of terrible performance this past weekend in the Bundesliga, where they actually dropped all the points, getting the loss there to Salzburg on Friday. Very weird. That was an odd day for them to go ahead and play, coming off international break, putting them at the Friday time slot. Didn't do Bayern Munich any favors playing away on a Friday after international break. Expect them to have a much better performance. Still Champions League in terms of they have their qualification sewn up going into the knockout stage, but it's still Champions League. They're going to play their big boys. I love Bayern in the same game parlay. So again, it's team total over 1.5 goals, Bayern Munich to keep a clean sheet, and Bayern Munich to win halftime, full time at plus 287 using one of your DraftKings same game parlay boosts. 2 games in the afternoon I've gone ahead and got my money behind. The first one is over 2.5 goals in Lille versus Salzburg at plus 106 up over FanDuel. This bet should sound very familiar from a Salzburg. We've cashed this bet now 3 times in a row. We took it twice in the Wolfsburg fixture, and then we also took it there on the Lille fixture and the reverse fixture and got cashes. We've gotten 3 straight cashes with over 2.5 in Salzburg games here in the Champions League, and each time I've said don't complicate it with doing both teams to score. Both teams to score can certainly happen. It has happened in the previous 3 cashes that we've got, but to me at plus 106, why overcomplicate it? Salzburg could hit this on their own. Lille could certainly hit this on their own. Fine teams in good form. Just over 2.5 at plus 106. But again, we've gotten 3 straight cashes. No reason to drop off this one. Love this one. We know how Salzburg is. We know how Lille is. Over 2.5 at plus 106 over FanDuel. I want to put on your radar 2 anytime goal scorers from this game that if these guys are both in the starting lineup, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger. The first one is Jonathan David, anytime goal scorer at plus 220 over at FanDuel. And the second one there is Karim Adeyemi, anytime goal scorer at plus 210 over at FanDuel. Both of these are at plus 200 or greater, so that means you get one of these 2 to cash and you can still win over a unit. So I love that. Jonathan David is the Canadian. He's in great form, scoring on the international break, scoring for Lille. Again, he's the Canadian, getting tons of goals. He's in really fine form. And then Adeyemi in his own right, he's in great form as well. One of the better scorers there for Salzburg. So love that getting both of these guys at plus 210. I feel like these are maybe even the favorites possibly to go ahead and score. Just look at the goals that these guys are getting for their sides. These guys should not be at plus 200. So wait to see if lineups come out. If lineups come out and these guys are in it, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on both Jonathan David and Adeyemi, anytime goal scorers. If these dip below, I would say 160, go ahead and hold off. But if you're getting both of these at almost 2 to 1 or greater than 2 to 1, yeah, both of these are going to start in lineups. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So look for me on Twitter. Those games start at 2 p.m. Central Time. Look for me on Twitter right around 1 p.m. If you go ahead and see these guys in the lineup, I will be betting Jonathan David and Adeyemi anytime goal scores at plus 220 and plus 210 over at FanDuel. One more game this afternoon I'm interested in. It's that Chelsea game going up against Juventus. Look, I've got 3 bets from this game before I go ahead and give you those 3 bets. Let me remind you guys, Juventus won the first fixture 1-0. Let me remind you guys, in winning that game 1-0, Juventus looked like shit. They looked absolutely terrible. They got 1 shot on target and obviously found the back of the net. It was on a counter attack, hit Chelsea out on the counter and scored a goal. I just don't expect that. I mean, that was at home. You're in Turin and you only get 1 shot on target. You get outpossessed 66-33. You get outpossessed that much at home on your own turf. I expect Chelsea to dominate. Now, they only got 1 shot on target in their own right, but they took 15 shots. They obviously had a majority line share of the possession at 66%. And their 15 shots, only one of them went on target. They were right around there. I mean, they had some fantastic chances to go ahead and score. They obviously did. I'm expecting them to be better at home. You've got Conte in this game. You didn't have Conte in leg 1, and you shut down Juventus over 90 minutes, except for 1 counterattack. And now you're going to go ahead and have Conte. So I absolutely love Chelsea just to stick it to Juventus in a reverse fixture, revenge game. They still want to finish top of the league. You definitely want to finish still top in the group because you do not want to be in pot 2 and have the potential of seeing Bayern in the first round of knockout stages. Nobody wants to be in pot 2 and face Bayern. You all want to get into pot 1. Yeah, they're still going to be gunning for first place in this group. So I actually love Chelsea today. Again, I've got 3 bets on this game. First one I'm going to go ahead and do is do Chelsea to win by 2+ at plus 185 over at DraftKings. I'm also going to do Chelsea win to nil at plus 155 over at BetRivers. And I'm also going to do Chelsea to be winning on that halftime, full-time line at plus 148. So you can see all three of these are at plus money. These are kind of correlated, but again, we could, miss on all three, hit on all three, or get some sort of mixture where we cash on some of these three bets. So I love all these at plus money, plus 185, plus 155, and plus 148. So I'm rolling with Chelsea today. Again, I watched that first leg. We're by far the better side. They're in the better form right now. They're gonna. I really think they're gonna just hand it to Juventus. So go ahead and give me all three of those at plus money. Gobble all those suckers up. All right, before we get out of here, let me put a couple NBA first quarter bets on your radar. We don't have the numbers, so I don't know if we're gonna be betting these. I imagine we're gonna be betting the under based on my research and trying to guess at what the number will come out at the sports books. But again, just make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. First one I like here is Heat versus Pistons. I like the under in this one. 13-6 overall, cashing the under, home and away respectively for these two teams, and their games are averaging 53 and 48 points. So let's see what the number comes in at. We'll be looking to maybe take the under in the first quarter total there for Heat and Pistons. And then I also like the under in Mavericks Clippers. These two teams are cashing the under, 13-7 respectively for their home and away games, and their games are having a total there of 50 and 51 points. So maybe we're looking to take the under in Mavericks Clippers, again, depending on what the number comes in at. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the recap. Let's go take over 2.5 goals in Villarreal Man United at minus 110. Take over 2.5 in Lille Salzburg at plus 106. Take that Bayern same game parlay of team total over 1.5. Keep a clean sheet and to be winning halftime, full time at plus 287. Chelsea to win by 2 plus 185. Chelsea to keep a clean sheet at plus 155. And Chelsea to be winning halftime, full time at plus 148. And again, look for me on Twitter for David and Adiyama, anytime goal scorers, possibly adding those two plays to our card if they're in the starting lineup. And then also we got these two NBA first quarter unders, possibly depending on what the numbers come in at. So just make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. Otherwise, guys, I'm pumped to stay inside all day, watch some Champions League football, and cash some bets with you. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know you cashed last night. Let me know you'll be cashing with me today. We'll come back on Wednesday's show, do another day of Champions League football, and get in some more NBA bets. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today, and check out my other great videos in these corners.